What's up, YouTube? Bobbles and Ball Cards back with another video. We got the week half done, guys. Wednesday is over. Hope everybody had a good day. Hope you all have had a great week. Let's see here. Everything looks like it's working good. I get worried now because it kicked me off a few times before. So what's up, JC? What's up, T-Shaw? Thanks, man. Yeah, I had a pretty good birthday. I worked, seen my grandmother, and then came home and hung out with the family and you guys. So it was all in all a good birthday. Especially with the way the world is today. It could have been a lot worse. So tonight I got a few different things I want to talk about. I think I'm going to talk about the stuff that may not cause a stir in the beginning, and then I'll get to stuff later that I kind of want to put some perspective on a few things. Some of this is, as you've seen, I put hot topics. So some of this is stuff I've sort of covered, but I want to discuss it a little bit more tonight. It's some things that I have discussed with some of you guys, so you may already know some of my feelings towards it. But anyway, one thing I want to go over first, and this is a big one. I'm going to try to pull this up. Let me see if I can pull up something to type on while I do this. Google Docs. Okay, we're gonna go with this. Let me make the font a little bigger. Okay. So tomorrow and Friday, Miss Bobbles took off work to start prepping everything for the 20-day group submission. I want to go over into some details. I need to get further information on exactly how they want everything, but from what I've been told so far, I want to let everybody know, because this group might get, I don't want to say confusing, but I want you guys to know kind of how it's going to work. So, first of all, thank you guys. It was a lot more than we expected. To make sure everybody's cards are protected, if that's what you want to call it, we're going to end up sending the order in two separate packages, at least two separate packages. The reason for this is the amount of cards that are going out, and B, we want to make sure that we can put the insurance on it. It is going to be shipped registered mail, so everything will have to be signed for, protected, all of that stuff, and we are going to make sure that it has a total of $50,000 insurance. That way, just in case, God forbid, anything happens, there will be plenty of insurance on this. Now, with that being said, it is going to cost us quite a bit of change to ship them out, and Shipping back is also going to cost quite a bit of change. But we want to make sure everybody's stuff is protected. There's been a lot of crazy stuff going on with the Postal Service. So we want to be sure you're covered, we're covered, everything like that. I don't want anybody freaking out when we post 2 separate tracking numbers because, as you know, the post office has a maximum amount that you can post for insurance, and my wife actually discussed at the post office the best way to do this, and he suggested doing it registered mail in 2 separate packages and putting $25,000 on each package. So that's the plan we're going with. Now, as you may expect, the amount of cards in this order is taking a lot of work. What you may not realize is the work that has to be done that you probably don't know about. What I'm talking about is, I'm sure people are probably wondering, how are you going to make sure people know whose cards are whose? Because obviously with 1,300 cards, there's no way that everybody sent different cards, right? I know that's been a question people have. So I want to outline it and give some details of how this is going to work and give you guys an idea of just how much effort and time it's taking to do this. So I'm going to throw some names up here. We're going to say basically what we have to do, okay? Say cards sent in, Natsman, Adam, Connor, and Mr. Jordan. Okay? I'm going to throw 5 names up there. Okay? Now, say cards sent in a Zion Prism, Natsman sent in a, I don't know, Kobe White Prism, Connor sent in a Kobe White Prism, Connor sent in a Zion Prism, and Mr. Jordan sent in a Ja Prism. I should have done 6. Actually, I will do 6. Let me do 6. Let's see. I'll throw Betts up here, and he threw a Ja Prism. He sent a Ja. What we have to do, okay? So as you see here, Card and Connor both have the Zion. Natsman and Adam both have a Kobe White. Mr. Jordan and Betts both have a Ja. We have to make sure. We'll start with Card. We're going to say he is invoice number 1. Natsman would be invoice number 2. And then Mr. Jordan, would be invoice number 3. And then Adam, we can do invoice number 1 as long as he doesn't have anything that Card has. If he has a card that Card has but doesn't have something that Mr. Jordan has, then he would go to invoice number 3. So what's going to happen is we actually have to sit down through everybody's submission and find out who has what and group, Card with Adam or Card with Natsman, that sort of thing. So it's going to be a lot of work. They're all going to go together. They're all going to be received together. But when they go to enter the order, everybody is not going to be on one invoice. There's going to be many different invoices, and we are going to keep track. When we send it down there, we're going to tell them, these cards are invoice 1, these are invoice 2, these are invoice 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then that's how they'll get entered into the system, and that way everybody's stuff is separate. That way there will be no duplicates. So, I just wanted to give a rundown on it, give a little bit of explanation before it goes out. That way people know how this is going to work, that you guys can be ensured that you'll know what card is yours. As I showed you guys out there, actually, give me 1 second and I'll grab one and just show you. Okay. Now, I showed this on Facebook as a little preview thing of how Mrs. is doing this. When your orders come in, whoops, I have the other screen on. When your orders come in, you get a cubby. See, this is box number 7. This is box number 19. Here, this is Doug Lee. So Doug Lee is in box number 7. And then this box is Shuey, and he is in box number 19. So that is how, when we receive them, you get a box. I am touching your boxes so I can show people that did not see it on Facebook how we're doing this. But then we have to go through 7 and 19 and make sure there's no duplicates in there. So see, it's going to be a lot of work, guys, but we are going to make sure this is done right and that everybody will know whose cards are whose. There's not going to be any questions of it. We're going to make this work to where you know what you sent is what you're getting back. I'm going to hide these boxes so she doesn't freak out that they are in here, because your cards do not even come in to the card room. They stay outside the card room, so there's not even a chance that anything can get mixed up. So that's the beauty of this. Everything is separate. Any questions on it? Any questions before I move on? I just wanted to touch on this, give you guys an idea of how much. When can you see them? We will do them this weekend. She is taking off Thursday and Friday to get this done. I have to work, so I can't sit here for hours showing. I have to do it this weekend. You know what, guys? If y'all want to send anything, how about this? I never want you guys to send anything, and I don't want you to send me anything. How about Mrs. Bobbles? Guns mentioned this one time, and I know this weekend, the next 3 days on her is going to be a lot of work. If you want to send anything, send a shout out to Mrs. Bobbles, and how about showing her some love? She loves Starbucks, guys, and Guns mentioned that to the graders, but thank her. Natsman, your order will be back about December. Everyone else, I'll see if I can get it sooner. How about that? Okay. Next up, I want to talk about something I talked about the other night. To help some people out, okay? No. Listen, guys, you don't have to send her anything, but if y'all are talking about sending cards or whatever, show the missus some love, guys, because she is doing the business on this. She's putting in the work on this. So that's why I said that. But do not think you have to go out and get her anything. I know she would appreciate it, but please do not think that, okay? I was just saying, give her the love, because guys, she's kicking ass on this, all right? So I wanted to go into a little bit more detail. I'm going to get this off of here. On investing $100 to turn into profit. All right. So, no, guys, please, no. So I wanted to touch on this a little bit. The investing, and this is for some of the new people that are trying to, work into the hobby, because the new hobby, it's changing daily, and it can be kind of intimidating to get back into. So I've heard the common phrase of $100. They have $100 budget. How can you turn $100 into profit? Now, I want to show you a couple things, and I don't want you to get on eBay and say, all right, I'm spending $100 and jump right into it. I want you guys to do a little bit of homework before you do this. And a few things that you can do is going over here to 130 point and searching, do like a search for SGC 95, okay? Don't ever guarantee that when you're buying a card raw, you're going to get a 10. So let's look at some 9.5s. That way if you get a 10, you can be surprised. And there's a card that I want to show, this one right here, okay? Donruss isn't the easiest card to grade, but you can see right here, one just sold today, and this was actually at auction for $58. Now, in a 10, it's over $100. I think I had it down here, right here. Did it pull it up? No, it did not. Alright, there it is. Okay, in a 10, yeah, it's over 100. Well, right at 100, you might as well say. So, if you get a 10, you're going to bust 100. If you get a 9.5, you're going to be around 60. But what you can do with your $100 is pick this card up for 20 bucks. Okay? So if you have a $100 budget, and I'm just using this as one example, this is the kind of homework that I want you to look at before you go into just buying a bunch of cards. And I'm going to use this Zion because it's actually a cheap card for Zion. Actually, Neo, I didn't even look at your video, man. I have not got to watch everybody's videos yet. I was just using this as because it's a card I know is cheap and that I actually like. Here's one that's 28, but I can tell right from this picture that card's off-centered, so I would stay away from that. This one actually looks like a really good buy, and the person got this for $18. So, what you could do here, and I stress buying lots a lot, but this is a card that is a great example because say you buy 5 of these, and out of 5, you get 2 10s and 2 9 5s and a 9. We'll just go a roundabout way. Well, 2 10s you're already going to be at $200. 2 9 5s you're going to be at $300. And then say the 9 you just want to throw in your PC and hold on to it. So what you can do then is take the 200 or take the 300, deduct your 100 that you spent. Go back and find another card that you want to buy a couple of and send in. Now keep in mind, 5 cards you're also going to incur $50 in grading fees. So you're really going to be turning around 150, a little over 150, into potentially 300. So take that and maybe, this time say, all right, I'm going to spend 75, but keep doing that, and then you're eventually going to stack your profit. There's several cards. I showed this a while back for baseball, because baseball is a really good one. Right here, Keston Hiura is a pretty good one. Right here, you can buy his raw cards for $3. So you could get 10 of those, and let's say, I don't know, let's say you get four 10s. Right. I'll tell you another one. Let me make sure you didn't say it. Okay, you didn't mention it on here. So, you have Keston Hiura. He's a $3 raw card. I don't know what he's at on the SGC 10 anymore. I haven't been keeping up with it. It looks like anywhere from 25 to $30 in a 10. So right there, a raw card, throw a little bit in for grading, and you're at a $30 card. LeBron base prism is just ridiculous. I mean, y'all have seen how many I graded. It's just crazy. Let's look at this one because I honestly don't know what is selling or what raw goes for. Okay, right here. LeBron Optic, $6. Okay? $6. Let's see if there's more. Here's 2 of them for $10. $10 for 2 of them. $7. Now, I will tell you guys from experience, and I will see if I can still pull it up. $70, $58 on an auction, $52 on an auction, right there, $79.99. $79.99, guys. I sold 2 of these. There is one, and where's my other one? There should be another one on here because I sold 2 of them. June 27th. Well, I guess 130 points not showing both of them. Which is very, very odd. But I sold 2 of them for $79.99. And actually, let me cut this off for a second and I'll show you guys just so you can see. Orders. Yeah, right here. Okay, so right here is one, $79.99, and then right here is the other one, $79.99. So 2 cards, $80. It's the only 2 I've sent so far, and it's, you know, what did I say? $7 card. You can pick them up all day long. There's so many of these out there that you can just grab them cheap. And just like Neo's saying, it's such an easy way to, or easy card to tell, except for surface scratches. At Scott Kelly. That's our email, Scott. So there, if you do your research, guys, you can find these $5 to $10 cards that you can pick up multiple of. Don't count on getting 10s on all of them, but this is a perfect example. If you bought 10 of these at $6 to $7 a piece, okay, you're going to be at 60 to 70 bucks, and let's say, we'll call it $120 to grade them. So you're going to be at $200. Out of 10, we're going to go with a 40% ratio again, and say you get 4 10s, you're at $360. $360. So, and that's on only 4 of the 10 cards. So just do your research, guys. It's very simple, and just always, I'm gonna tell you what I've done except for the last order I got back. I started picking up some PC items, and I got out of my system a little bit, because I started buying the Brady's, and there was a couple other things I picked up. But what I've been normally doing is when I get an order back, I start selling it. The cards that aren't going into my PC, I start selling. And as soon as I made enough, I was sending out my next order. It's a very simple routine, because at that point, you not only have more cards to sell from your order, but you have more cards on the way that are in the process to coming back. So you're getting a continuous flow of stuff to put in your store, stuff to list on the Facebook page. If you're using MySlabs, several different options. You're continuously having a source of return. And, don't go after the home run. I said this before. Don't go after the home run, especially if you're starting out. Go after the small ball. Pick up these small cards. Start building your profits. And then maybe you can move up to the $15 cards. and do that for a while. And then go to the $20 cards. And the more you do it, the more profits you're going to have. You're also going to have a much, much, much bigger and better and nicer and enjoyable PC collection. I promise you. So anyway, I just wanted to go into that a little bit more, show some cards. Apparently Neo already talked about some of the cards that I had up here that I personally have sold, that I knew prices of, that I knew. There's no sense in selling these cards raw, because why would you sell a LeBron raw when you could spend a couple bucks, get it graded, and turn it into $80? Mr. Jordan, I don't know. I can't remember if I've seen one. I've seen a ton of stuff. I can't remember if I've seen one going out or not. Somebody might have one already, though. Okay. Now, the next topic I'm going to talk about, and this is kind of a topic that has been going over and over and over and over and over, but I want to look at it in a different view. And it is auctions and buy it now. Okay? I was actually having a discussion with Jay Michelin earlier today. And we were kind of looking at a different view on auctions. Not necessarily slab versus slab, but an overall view of why potentially auctions could be hurting right now on eBay. And I had a couple thoughts that may or may not be true. It's just some things that I thought about that came to mind that could be affecting the market. As we all know, this hobby is changing by the second. The markets are changing. You know, they're damn near hard to even keep up with anymore. But a couple things I thought about is, for one, eBay is pushing buy it nows really, really, really hard. They're giving out, 5,000 free listings a month, or it might have been 50,000. I don't even remember what it was. It was enough that I could not sit here and list enough of them. It would take me forever. It would take me all month. So they're pushing the buy it now free listings a lot. If you look at other platforms, Mercari, they don't offer an auction system. MySlabs doesn't offer an auction system. We don't auction on Facebook. We don't auction on Instagram. Basically, the sports card market is large enough today that we know the market value of a card. And there's really no point of listing something for 7 days. eBay, when is the last time on a card that you have seen a reserve set on an auction? You never see it anymore. Reason being, sellers figured out, why pay eBay a fee to set a reserve when, if they're not liking the way the auction's going, they'll cancel it, say the item's no longer available. Or Say somebody wins a card at auction and the seller's pissed because it didn't get what it should have or what they wanted, they'll cancel the order and say it's damaged. So then the buyer has wasted their time sitting there watching this auction, placing a bid on it to pay and not get their card. You also have to think about shill bids. It's a common thing. It happens a lot. I think it's annoyed enough buyers to stay away from auctions. You know, they don't know if they're getting shill bid or not. Another potential aspect, why post a card for 7 days when 99% of the activity is within the last 10 seconds or 15 seconds? It seems to be the biggest time. I showed the guys earlier today. I'll pull it up. And this was a steal, by the way. I really probably should have bid on this, but it went out of the range I wanted. I was just looking at it as, I'll be honest, this card I'm going to show you guys, I was looking at it as a pure flip because it was just stupid that it went for the price it did. Okay, I want you guys to look at something here. This Dwayne Wade yesterday, just yesterday, sold for $900. Okay? I was watching this auction earlier, and I messaged on Facebook. I said, guys, if this ends anywhere near what it is at with 6 minutes to go, it is going to be very sad. It was at like $126 or something like that with 6 minutes to go. I sat there and started watching it, and I was going to bid if it wasn't at $350, something like that. I was going to try to get a steal like that Tom Brady that I threw a bid on and I didn't think I would win. So anyway, this card within the last 30 to 45 seconds jumped $400. Now, it jumped $400, but it still went for almost $400 less than one that just sold yesterday. That is a big issue. You know, for one, this person ended this card at a weird time. It was like 9 o'clock this morning. But just overall, I think a lot of people are just sick of the BS. I would rather pay that, you know, and not worry about it getting canceled. Whereas whoever won this person might cancel that. You know, they might cancel that and say, I'm sorry, I can't find the card. Or I'm sorry, I cracked the case. Or, you know, whatever the case may be. It happens all the time. So I'm really curious if this isn't what's hurting auctions with just the BS on eBay, and really they should just get rid of them. They just need to cancel that as an option. Just do buy it now, you know, leave best offer if they want, but just get rid of the auctions. It's horrible. You know, now the next person, if they have one that lists this, they're going to be confused. Why did one sell for $900 and one sell for $565? They're not going to know where to price their card, when in reality they should be right here at that $900, $920 mark. So just wanted to discuss that a little bit, give a little bit more thought into not just being slab versus slab. You know, there's a lot of things involved that's causing these prices. Because this right here shows what this card can pull. I mean, it can pull this. This is just stupid. So, I should have. $600 is a lot of money, or else, if that was $100 card that just sold for $300, I would have paid the $100. That's the other problem, B1. Good point. I meant to mention that as well. I did discuss it with Jay Michelin. I will tell you guys a perfect example. When I bought that Kobe Airs I have, I kept losing out on auctions over and over and over and over. I don't know if anyone knows this, but if you're on a PC, the auction ends later than it does on your mobile app. So, you can bid with 1 second to go if you want to and try to win an auction. But someone on a PC, or if they have a sniper bot or something like that, they will have up to 5 to 6 seconds after it shows on your mobile phone that it's ended to still place a bid. That's why sometimes you're like, how did I lose this? I bid with 1 second left. That is how. I've sat at my computer, watched an auction on my phone, and watched an auction on the computer at the same time, and it ended sooner on my phone. So that is another big problem with auctions. On that Airs, I kept losing auctions. Finally, I said, screw it. I found the cheapest one that was buy it now that looked centered, and I bought it. I paid $60 more than what market was going for on auctions at that time, just so I could get the damn card, because I kept losing auctions. No matter what I did, I kept losing auctions. So I bit the bullet. I paid the $400, which was the nicest one on there at the cheapest price. And now the cards went up, so I don't care. I wanted it anyway, so it didn't matter. But I think that is a big problem. Is people are, they'll lose auctions. They'll keep trying to buy cards at auctions. They keep losing. They say screw it and just go buy one. So thank you for mentioning that, B1, because that was on my topic for this. And I didn't write it in my notes, so I forgot. Okay. Now, this next topic, and this is one that I want everyone to understand. I am not trying to be an ass when I talk about this. I am trying to shed a little bit of light and put some numbers into perspective to maybe help people understand the route SGC is going by prioritizing, or at least trying to get bulks out faster, as close to on time as they can. And I just want to show you guys, with numbers and some information that might be overlooked or not thought about. So what we're going to do here, okay? I'm going to use some basic numbers just to make it into simplified math. We're going to go with a 20-day order of 10 cards, okay? And then we're going to go with a 20-day bulk order of 100 cards. Okay. This order equals $100. This order Well, and we'll do plus shipping, so we'll go, I don't even know what it'll be, but for purposes of this, we'll do 150 total with shipping. Okay. This order equals approximately $1,000 total with shipping. Okay? So, there's the fee section, alright? But let's dig deeper into this, guys. So, again, for just simple purposes of math, we're going to say the 100 card bulk order will sell for an average of $40 per card. Okay, we're going to go with a small $40 per card average, and that will equal $4,000. Okay, so we'll double that on the 10 card order, and we'll say the 10 card order will sell for an average of $80 per card to equal $800. So what you have here, a difference in cost of $850 and a difference in value of $3,200. So not only does a bulk order have $850 more tied up in fees, but they have a potential amount of resale value of $3,200 sitting there. You're holding up someone who could be making another $1,000 to ship another 100 cards that could help them make another $3,200 versus, the $150 order that even doubling the value per card is at $800. Now, everybody's cards are important, but everybody also complained about PSA. Everybody nagged PSA about the 6-month wait time on bulk orders. You have a company that is barged into the hobby. They've made a name in the market. Why do they want to replicate what the other two companies have done and failed at? Why would they want to be PSA and say bulk orders are going to the back of the line when that's one thing everybody complained about? Why would they do that? They're taking a different approach, and they are looking at the customer that has the most money tied up at their building, not only in cost, but in resale value, and trying to make sure that customer is taken care of. I'm going to tell you guys, do you have any idea how much this bulk order that we are sending out on Monday is going to cost? Any clue? Any clue? Somebody throw a number out here of how much you think this order is going to cost that we are shipping out. Okay, I get the 10 people thing, but they are still pushing those orders through. They are still pushing those orders through. JC and O Boogie got it correct. This order we are sending out Monday. Okay? It's going to cost $10,000. Do you really think that $10,000 in just fees should just sit there? That is, and then, okay, take 1,300 cards times $40 like I did on the other one. How much is that? I'm going to do it here so y'all can see it and know my math isn't wrong. You have $52,000 worth, and this is lowballing. I'm going to tell you guys there are some cards in there that is way more than $40. Way damn more than $40. Way more than $40. Okay? You have a $10,000 order with at minimum $52,000 in value in it. Why in the hell would you want that sitting there? I'm just saying. I know people are aggravated. I completely understand the aggravation. But in a business perspective, it just does not make sense. Neo, the same people that are going to say that putting bulk on priority are the same people that bitched about PSA taking 6 months. It's the same people. The ones that are complaining about SGC going a different route are the same ones complaining about PSA taking 6 months. I'm just saying. You have to give them credit for trying a different model, and quite honestly, I think they're doing a really damn good job. Because you have guys that are way bigger than bobbles and ball cards doing bulk submissions. You have guys that used to do PSA bulk submissions. And keep in mind, you're paying membership fees to grade with PSA in bulk. You have to pay a membership fee. What the hell do you get out of it? You get pushed to the back of the line. No. There's no way that if you're paying a membership fee, that you should be pushed to the back of the line. That was a wrong move. I mean, it's just crazy, guys. So I wanted to put this in numbers so you can see. You know, $52,000 at, I'd say that's minimum, plus $10,000 in fees. That's a lot of money. A lot of money. They don't have a huge PR problem. They are doing great. A few people are mad, you know, I'm just saying. A few people are going to get annoyed. A few people are going to get mad, and they'll go back to PSA. When PSA gets backed up, they'll come back to SGC or go to BGS. It's going to be round and round and round. How about everybody try blasting GMA with a mass amount of cards and see if they get behind too. It happens. I mean, everybody that goes back to PSA is going to start blasting PSA again. So it's no different, man. So I just wanted to put it into numbers because it's mind blowing to me. I did it in a small order, and I did it in a big order. So, even a small order is a much larger return than 10 cards. So, but Optic Mahomes is what grade? Mile High Raw? I also want everybody to know, because I meant to mention this as well, there is no special, oh, you get pushed to the front of the line thing or special treatment or anything like that. That 10-day order, if somebody wants, well, I can't do that because there's other pertinent information in there from other companies. I never sent an email about that order. I did not check on it. I sent it, let them know it was coming, left it, wanted to see how it went. There was nothing special done about it. This big order, yes, I had to contact them because I needed to know what the shipping cost was going to be, because I didn't want to be shocked. And just so everyone knows, the shipping is going to be a lot of money, but me and Mrs. Bobbles are discussing a few things. I don't want anyone shocked. We might have to change the next one just a slight bit, but it's not going to be extreme, and I don't think anyone would mind. I think people would understand. Because the shipping is going to be a lot of money. Neo, if they want to go back to PSA, they're just going to be waiting again anyway. It's not going to change. These people doing small orders, it's fine. Bulk orders, I haven't heard anybody say, oh yes, I want to send a bulk order to PSA so I can get it back next year. I mean, everybody has a place. I said this in the group. If you want to sub some cards with PSA, there's no problem with that. I buy PSA cards. If you want to sub some to BGS, there's no problem with that. But right now, in terms of bulk, which is one of the most popular, if not the most popular form of submitting cards, I think SGC is doing the right thing. So, anyway, I'm going to drop this subject. I'm going to leave it at that. I wanted to throw some numbers on there and let y'all see it in a perspective. Because if you really think that they're doing it wrong, then that's your opinion. But I think they're going to succeed. And I don't know which one you're talking about. What do I think about the 2018? Jake, a couple of nights ago, I did a video on insert cards. I've started looking at inserts of some because there's some pretty awesome inserts out there. So, there's nothing wrong with them. Oh yeah, I see right here. You said that it made you think. Yeah, if you can't afford the true, jump to a nice insert card, man, and just appreciate it. Go back and look at what Jordan inserts did, and those weren't even rookies. Insert cards eventually, you know, they're not thought about that often. And sometimes you can pick up some great deals. But you're still at 4 months, Rock. I mean that's still pretty long. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to talk about it. We all are allowed our opinions. I don't mind different views. I don't mind if people want to send to PSA. The 10-day, that 10-day was received on, let me pull it up over here. It was received the evening of June 29th. So you had 1, 2, 3. If you want to count this a business day, it may have been considered a holiday. But we'll count it a business day. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It showed graded on the 11th day. And then the grades, they are not showed up yet. But they will be hopefully tonight, tomorrow, sometime before the end of the week. And also, Neo, just so you know, Blowout actually does group submissions with PSA and BGS. So they tell people straight up when they submit the cards, it can take anywhere from 5 to 7 months. And they do group submissions. So, anyway. Anyway, guys, there was just some topics. They've been hot topics. I wanted to go in a little deeper. It's like somebody said earlier, you're beating a dead horse, talking about it over and over again. I'm not going to get through to anybody, but at least I did my part and showed some numbers. If, everybody's got a choice. That's why this is, a hobby. You might like Prism, I might like Optic. You might like PSA, I like SGC. We all got opinions. There's no right or wrong. But to just sit and complain when a company just started getting blown up with orders, it's doing no good. Complaining does no good. It took 20 years of complaining about PSA for them to release a notice that they were going to hire people. 20 years. So, anyway, guys, I can't say much more about it. I tried to anyway. Hopefully PSA doesn't get raided by the FBI and everybody's cards are sitting there, because that's another worry I have. But we won't get into that. But tomorrow is Thursday. I hope everybody has a great day, night. I hope everybody stays safe, stays healthy. Don't be too mad at me, Neo, because this wasn't directed at you. This was just a video to put into perspective. So, but well, I can't explain that, and maybe you could, I don't know. I don't know. Reach out to Andy again. I really don't know, Neo. I don't have answers. So anyway, but I hope you guys have a good night. I appreciate all of you. Even the banter, even the difference in opinions, guys. That's why this is a hobby and we can enjoy it, man. Um, but anyway, I'm gonna hop off here for the night. I hope you all have a good evening and a great day tomorrow. Mrs. Bobbles is going to start putting everything together. And again, please give her a big shout out. So, anyway, guys, as always, stay safe, stay healthy, and until the next video, I'm out.